nice and chill and relax and ready to just have a good vibe and convo about dreams. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Hello, my name is Amy and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you are new here. I thought that it would be fun to talk about dreams for this video. I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people in my life about dreams and like what they dream of. How things work for everyone's brain is different. I learned that some people don't dream of like picture a movie scene. That's how my dreams are. When I have a dream, it's like I'm watching a cartoon or a movie of whatever I'm dreaming playing out. For some people, they don't have that. They'll have shapes and colors. It's really hard for me to try to imagine because I don't like think that way and I don't have dreams that way. But please leave a comment about how you dream and what that experience is like for you, because I think it's really cool that it's something special to everyone and it's something that like I'll never be able to experience. I think it's really cool that other people all have these different experiences that we can never really truly share with each other. Last night I had a dream that I was driving to my stepmom's house and I was supposed to be like doing some kind of meeting there, but she lived where my mom lives, my biological mom, and I drove to her house and like packed up a bunch of stuff, and then I went and got a ride home from my boyfriend, and I left my medication at my stepmom's house, so I had to drive hours and hours back to go there the next morning to get my medication so that I could take it in the morning. I have random weird dreams like that a lot. I also have a lot of like anxiety-induced dreams. There's a lot of dreams that I have where I'm driving my car. So I'll be driving and things are flying by. Sometimes there's like a kid in the backseat crying and I can't control the car and I'm just panicking. That's probably the worst dream that I have as an adult that I remember. I don't tend to remember the good dreams because obviously if something's bad it kind of leaves a mark on you. But I do have good dreams too. I've had some pretty nice wet dreams. If we're being honest here. I've also had some really traumatizing, horrific dreams. There was a dream that I had as a child repetitively that I would leave to go visit my dad's because my parents had split custody at different points of me growing up. I would go visit my dad and I would come home to my mom, and my little sister on my mom's side would be all grown up and I missed out on her entire life. And that was one of the scariest dreams for me that I had over and over and over again because I was so anxious about not being a part of my family's life every day. And that's still something that I struggle with even as an adult, like guilt for not being there as much as I could be if I really, really tried. But there's also a level of I have to put myself first and take care of my own mental health, and my family and being around them has proven to not be so great for me. Another dream that I would have as a kid all the time over and over again, down at the beach, it would be me and my 5 siblings, and we would be getting on a boat that's like, it was a weird boat. I don't know how I'm gonna describe this. A box, and in the middle was empty, and that's where like there was water on the middle. On the inside, I don't know, it was kind of like a pool inside of the water that would, I don't know. But we would go and get on this boat and there would be a shark attack and all of my siblings would horrifically die and be ripped off the boat and torn to shreds by sharks. There's another one that is probably the earliest back dream that I remember having. It's probably the weirdest dream that I have a memory of too, because it's not like, with most of my dreams, it's like real life. It's not like animated or like a cartoon. And in this dream it was. I had this dream probably when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and then just over and over again through my life as when I was growing up and when I was a younger kid. Like underwater Mario levels. I'm the little Mario and I'm floating along, swimming, and you know the SpongeBob movie? The giant metal scuba diving gear, that guy comes down and he punches me in the nose and my nose starts bleeding, and then he floats back up and I keep floating along, and then I get ate by a shark. And I don't know why that dream decided to live in my subconscious for so long, but it did. I think dreams can definitely have significant meaning Your subconscious is always going. I read somewhere that everybody dreams and has dreams because your thought doesn't stop while you're asleep. Like, your brain is still functioning. It may be slower or in a relaxed state, but it's still functioning. So I don't know where I read this, so don't cite me. Even if you don't remember it, you did dream. And I think that's really interesting because just about 9 out of 10 nights, if you ask me in the morning when I just woke up what I dreamed about, I could give you a pretty detailed recount of it as if it was a show that I just watched or a book that I read. And it's crazy to me because, like, my stepdad, he doesn't have that. He thought we were all making up, like, when we would say we had a dream about something, he thought we were just making it up because he just has, like, blurs of color and lights and sounds. And that's insane to me. The amount of trauma that I would have not had to go through thinking about those dreams as a kid. The amount of stress and worry that I would have not had. I definitely think that it's a part of your subconscious that you should pay a little bit of attention to, especially if you're someone like me that has vivid, frequent dreams. I think it means something because it's coming from me. It's coming from my brain when I'm not even trying, you know? I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. It's kind of been a little bit of a wild one and all over the place. It fascinates me. A lot of the time when I talk, like when I'm thinking of something and it's in my head, it makes sense and it's put out in the right words in my head. But when I try to verbalize things, I struggle a lot with accurately representing what I'm trying to through speech. And I've literally thought about that exact sentence a billion times to put that in perspective, to try to explain, like, how here doesn't come through here for me. And it's so frustrating to try to explain because then I feel like I'm just a crazy person. But if somebody knows what I mean by that, please leave a comment and let me know what's up. This is the most that I have spoken, just freely talking without a barrier on it and, like, trying to have, you know, like, fit the social aspects of life. This is probably, like, the first conversation I've had with myself for weeks that's not, like, masking and just being way over aware of everything. Like how the person is responding to what I'm saying or how I'm standing. Really off topic for a dream video, but I quit my birth control recently, so that's fun. I've been super emotional and hormonal, and maybe that has to do with why I'm, like, having more vivid, easier to remember dreams. Hormones are a little off the wackadoo right now. Hopefully this video will find you at a good time and you're nice and chill and relaxed and ready to just have a good vibe and convo about dreams. I'm almost done folding all of my laundry, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up when that time comes, but for the next few minutes, before that time comes, we're gonna talk about sleep disorders. So I've had insomnia. It's one of the only things that I've had a diagnosis for that hasn't changed for most of my life. I've expressed trouble sleeping as long as I can remember being alive. Mom would give me melatonin as a child, and because I took it as a little kid for my trouble sleeping, it didn't work for me as an adult, and I had to, or as an older teenager, and I had to move on to stronger medication. Taking trazodone in high school, and I was in a really bad mental state from a lot of environmental factors and obviously, like, personal mental health stuff. But I overdosed on trazodone, so now I'm scared to take that because he prescribed it as a 20-year-old adult and not, you know, a 17-year-old unstable OD child. I re-prescribed this medication, and I took a half of one, and it felt awful. It was like sinking back into that. I was laying in bed thinking, like, oh shit, this is the last thing I'm gonna feel, is this downward pull, and like my eyes feeling like they're sinking back into my head and everything just slowly fogging out, and it was awful. I forced myself to stay awake and made myself throw up and obviously I didn't die, I'm still here. Little trigger warning for that bit. But I can't take that medication anymore, so now I'm stuck to my own devices with trying to figure out how to sleep. A lot of stuff that I've read says that your dreams will be more vivid if you're, like, watching TV or doing something before bed. I'm always doing something before bed, so there's never a time that like there's not some kind of background noise, whether it's a fan, the TV, music. I suspect that I have REM sleep disorder, which is Restless Eye Movement. It's when you go into the part of your sleep where you're supposed to be dreaming and your body is not in paralysis. That I don't really remember. There's times that it's forceful enough that I wake up and obviously I'm like fully awake from it and I'm in pain and that causes me to remember. But there's times that I don't even remember, that my boyfriend will wake me up in the morning or at night and say like, hey, you need to chill out, because I'll be like talking, moving around. The times that I mean when I said I'm in pain is I throw punches in my sleep. If I'm having a dream or nightmare that I'm running, fighting, dancing, attacking, defending myself, I'll be throwing punches in real life in my sleep. So my boyfriend has woken up to being punched by me multiple times, but I'm scared to take any medication to knock me out and make sure that that doesn't happen. So that could be contributing to my strange relationship with dreams. Sleep has always just been a little bit of a sticky thing for me. My laundry basket is empty. I hope this was a good video and a good chat. I hope in editing I can make this into somewhat of something that makes sense and some enjoyable content for you guys. I hope everyone had a great Halloween. I didn't do anything special because I was moving. New house. Hit the like button and leave a comment about dreams or just anything that you have to add to the conversation. And please subscribe to my channel. I had a goal this summer to hit 1,000 subscribers this year, and I've got 2 months left to make that happen, so help me out. Send this video to somebody you think will be interested. Check out my other videos, and yeah. Peace.